Welcome back to the channel. Yes, this is what my background is now. If this doesn't encourage you to come watch the stream, twitch.tv/Connortbot, I don't know what will. So today I originally had 3 things I want to talk about. You've read the title. You know that the subject of the video is Dixie D'Amelio, but I originally was going to fill up the other 2, fill up the video with 3 things, which is Dixie D'Amelio, Lil Lunchbox, and Ed Citronelli. And then I tried doing the Lil Lunchbox thing, and then I realized that it just depressed me. I'm just going to focus on Ed Citronelli and Dixie D'Amelio. So Ed Citronelli, to preface, is because I'm gonna do that first. By the way, I'm doing the Dixie D'Amelio stuff at the end. Don't skip forward because that's lame. Ed Citronelli is. Hold on, let me show you his channel. So for those of you that don't know, and as I'm hopefully showing you now, Ed Citronelli is a pastor, a Christian pastor, and he does what a lot of other churches do is they post recordings of his sermons on their YouTube channel. And what I imagine why he gets so much more traction than other churches is because of how extreme he is of a pastor. Shocking. A woman was married to the wrong husband. Prophet Ed Citronelli.
Look that demo! Look that demo! Look, oral sex!
Could you just fade it out a little bit, Ed? Huh? Look at this. It just goes from follow us and subscribe, and then there's that. Oh my god, what am I looking at? Okay. My school right now is doing this thing called Quadmesters, and there's a 2-day break in between quads where I just don't have homework. And this is what I'm spending my time doing.
Oral sex demo. You see oral sex. Look, oral sex. Look. You oral sex. Use oral sex. Let that sperm of that man out. Out, you demo.
Oh my god. Oh, whoa.
Ow.
That's sister spit, right?
Let go.
That's spit, right? Oh god.
Look, oral sex demo. You see oral sex. Look, oral sex. Look. You oral sex. Use oral sex. Let that sperm of that man.
This woman in the background is so invested. That's the part that's crazy to me, right? Is that there's his church gets bigger audiences than mine. Although mine is a relatively small church, but if you take a look at this right here, look how many people are here. Look how many people probably come every Sunday just so they can watch
oral sex demo. Use oral sex.
Out.
Let that sperm of that man out.
Spit it out.
Out, you demo. Out. Let go.
You delivered me 2 Sundays back, then a demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth.
It was an oral sex demon, man. I don't know what to tell you.
And then he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then, my private part has been itching.
Her private parts have been itching. Now, hold on. Look, I'm a Christian, okay? I'm Protestant, to be specific. So just hear me out for a second. Maybe, just maybe, Satan is not necessarily involved in this. You just cheated on your husband and got an STD from it, right? Look, I know it sounds crazy. Look, I know all the evidence points towards an oral sex demon. Look, he's right here. This is just definite proof.
Use oral sex.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst part of this is I don't really know what's real about it, right? Either she's lying because woman was married to the wrong husband. Good lord. It means that she's cheating on her husband. So there's a few things at play. Either Ed Citronelli hired her and her husband to just go along with this and act this out, which I assume is what happened to keep up this facade that he can banish demons and things like that. Or she's making up some ungodly, stupid excuse to get away with, cheating on her husband, and Ed Citronelli's just yeah, that sounds good, yeah. Oral sex demon.
Get! Who are you?
Wait, he just bonked her on the head?
Itching.
Yes.
My private part's been itching.
Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Speak. Who are you? Check. Who are you? Look at that demon. 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 Who are you? Who are
I'm so confused about the people's reaction to this. It's like they don't even care about what's happening. Here's the thing: if you go to this guy's church, it's kind of like insinuating that you believe in what he does, right? I'm sure there's some people there that go there because they genuinely believe in his less extreme teachings, but there's probably also people there that believe in like him banishing demons and stuff, right? Which, you know what, you do you. If you check other videos, you can find comments like wow, he's so prophetic, and like people that genuinely believe that everything that he's doing. So does no one care that an oral sex demon is just in the middle of their...
Speak out. Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, I think she just forgot her lines.
You demon can help you. Yeah?
Did he just like kick her legs from under her? Oh my god.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Maybe I'm being insensitive towards, Christianity or whatever, which is kind of weird because I am Christian. This is not real. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now for the real, I know you clicked on this video for this because it's not like they could have clicked on it for Ed Citronelli because he's not even in the thumbnail or the title. For those of you that don't know who Dixie D'Amelio is, you probably live under a rock or you are over 40 years old. So you probably know about what TikTok is, that or you definitely live under a rock. And she is a very big creator on TikTok, notably came to fame because she's Charli D'Amelio's sister. But recently, she's done something that is actually very respectable, is that she migrated over to YouTube, along with a lot of TikTokers, right? A lot of TikTokers branched over recently, and which is honestly respectable. Her and Addison Rae are just all the big TikTokers. That's how you maintain longevity on the internet, is you make YouTube videos, right? And it's very respectable. Her YouTube channel, there's nothing really to make fun of. She gets views, I have to admit that. Look at this, 12 million views. Noah Beck, the Dixie D'Amelio show? What?
Let's talk about Grammarly.
Oh my god, there's ads.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dixie D'Amelio early late night show. Today
The Dixie D'Amelio early late night show?
I have the special James Charles. Hi sisters.
Oh my god, that's the actual title? Oh my Christ. Anyways, that's not what we're here to discuss, okay? Her moving to YouTube, great decision. She's doing really well. Look at how many views her videos gets. And she's done like really well for herself, and it's actually respectable. But one thing that she did do sometime mid last year, which is that obviously she wanted to branch away from Charli D'Amelio, because up until that point, she's just Charli's sister. She was Charli D'Amelio that she did the same thing, she danced. And then she started doing something different, which is that she started making music. First song that she ever made was Be Happy. So that's the backstory for Dixie D'Amelio, if you didn't know. She's made 2 songs so far, which is Be Happy and One Whole Day, both of which are terrible. Now, I cannot play it because I will get DMCA'd for this, but both the links will be in the description of this video. You can check them, okay? Obviously, she has a ton of monthly listeners, but none of her songs are platinum, I don't think, and generally, she has made 2 songs. Yes, she hasn't made even an album's worth of songs, so she's really not a songwriter. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because it was brought to my attention that recently, she made a mini documentary about her journey. Yeah, that's right. Her journey as a songwriter, where she's made 2 songs. And it's even sponsored by LG. This is a legitimate thing. It's not like something that her family just threw together. She got sponsored to make a legitimate filmed documentary that's 4 minutes long, I know, about her journey, and that just doesn't sit right with me. But the comments sum it up pretty well. They're acting like she's got a terminal illness. She's just an average teenage girl who got famous from her sister with a very average voice. She'll never be respected in the industry. That's the weirdest part, right? I would have done the same thing. I would do nothing different from what she did if I was in her position. But it's still stupid. That's probably the biggest problem with internet celebrities. And I can talk about this because I'm not an internet celebrity. But the biggest problem is just like all the people on TikTok, and you have to face this. There's no genuine talent. Oh, it's an LG ad, a legitimate LG. Oh my god. Yeah, just a giant ad for LG, yeah.
When I was a kid, I did a lot of activities just because I loved trying everything and I liked being good at everything. I love singing and acting, and so with social media,
acting. Look, I wasn't gonna make a video on this because I'd be really late to it, but Dixie D'Amelio last year starred in a discount Grey's Anatomy, Attaway General. That's what it's called. And it's just when 4 very different teens arrive at Attaway General Hospital's prestigious volunteer program, they must learn to work together and survive. It has a 1 star out of 10. That's how bad it is.
All these opportunities to get back into it. Once I started again, I remembered how much I loved it, and I'm just so happy to be experiencing this.
As a child,
This is way too
Dixie was
cinematic.
fearless.
As a child, Dixie was fearless. And that's why she was able to overcome all the challenges of being a TikTok dancer.
All you really want is happiness for your kid.
Growing up, she said so many times, I never want to regret not doing something.
I never want to regret not doing something. It's them acting like she's iconic for me. Please, that sums it up. That sums it up. It's like that's probably why this is so annoying to watch. Is because all these TikTokers feel more important than they actually are, or they feel like they've gotten to where they are because of genuine talent. Maybe they don't actually feel that way. They're probably smarter than that, but it just comes off that way. Well, that's actually a lot of trophies. What? Are they hers?
Sharks, BMX, not knowing what she was doing and just like...
Wait, really? Oh god, never mind. If this was about that, about BMX in particular, I guess. The problem is that so much of her as a celebrity, Dixie D'Amelio, is owed to TikTok, dancing, and music. None of which she's getting trophies for. None of which she's getting awards for.
Knowing what she was doing and just like going for it, and she's the same. Like, she is what you see is what you get.
If you listen back to what the mother just said, you'll realize that there's absolutely zero substance to what she just said.
Get in the studio and at least see what happened. Our manager is Billy Mann. He has a studio in Connecticut, so kind of just brought her in the studio, and that was the first time that she got back into it.
And then it wasn't until Mark actually texted me a video of Dixie singing, and it was really good, and I was like, okay, she actually can sing. But the other thing that I thought, which is maybe just from experience, is that she really sounds like her. It's harder to...
Maybe it's because it's her. What?
The thing that I thought, which is maybe just from experience, is that she really sounds like her.
But the other thing I thought, which is really surprising, is Dixie D'Amelio sounds like Dixie D'Amelio.
It's harder to come by. It's a harder thing to find.
Oh, this girl's been acting and singing since she was like
Charlie D'Amelio's in it.
very young, and she found a passion for it once again, and now she's able to do it and share her music with all these people.
Even outside of the studio, she's gonna work hard to be respected in the industry, and she knows she has to earn that, and it just isn't gonna be given to her.
There's an enormous amount of power in having a social media audience. But there's a difference between having a music audience.
They were making this documentary and they were going to make it about music, but then they're like, that'd be really stupid. We kind of need to address the fact that she has millions of followers on TikTok, so like, social media presence. I don't know, man. Just film her taking pictures of shoes.
But there's a difference between having a music audience. Converting...
No, it's not. No, it's not. Do you know why her songs popped off? The One Whole Day, and I already forgot the name of the first one because I couldn't care less. It's because the second one, One Whole Day, is so popular because all of TikTok was making fun of it for like the entire month that when it first came out. Because it was such a... One whole day, I was really, really sad. That's the lyrics. One day, I was really, 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 really sad. And, okay, I know she doesn't write it. For those of you that don't know, she doesn't write her lyrics. At least I assume not. Otherwise, that's just sad. But, like, that's the reason why it was big. It's because, one, all of her fans on TikTok automatically, because they're fans of her. It was big because she's Dixie D'Amelio on TikTok. And 3, it got big because the sound on TikTok, obviously you can reuse certain sounds on TikTok, was being played everywhere and people were just dragging the lyrics, and it became the biggest meme that for like a month, every TikTok that I watched, in the comments, the second highest, the first highest, was some guy like making fun of the lyrics, just repeating them with emojis everywhere.
Was our biggest risk. And
your biggest risk? My ass. There was no risk. There's no risk to her making music. If you go and look up Dixie D'Amelio songs, they're the definition of generic pop. And they're about her life being depressing. Which is... I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, how is her life hard? She's rich. She has a loving family. I guess there's probably some things in her life that are sad, right? There's always things to be sad about. It just seems super insensitive. Because... she has a better life than everyone on earth. There was no risk at all, and you can clearly see that it doesn't not matter what Dixie D'Amelio did as her first, second, third, fourth, or fifth song, it is always going to do well. You don't need to convert them into music fans, because if they're fans of Dixie D'Amelio, they're just gonna listen to the music and praise her like a queen. They're gonna treat her like Beyonce. So there's no risk at all. I don't know what that guy's talking about.
Dixie could stomach that risk is a sense of confidence that she has in herself. And if she didn't have that, then I don't think we'd be sitting here having this conversation.
You know, I didn't realize that or dream it would get to the level it's at. But all I really wanted was her to be happy, so.
I mean, yeah, just being myself. That's what I did with TikTok. That's what I do with everything else, and not changing for other people. And I think people will appreciate that. The meaning of the song is basically, it's okay to have a bad day, and you don't always need to be happy, because sometimes in social media you're forced to put a smile on your face. Sometimes I don't. The meaning of the song is basically, it's okay to have a bad day.
The song is, if you have a bad day, that's okay. Not all days are good days. That's why sometimes I don't want to be happy, so don't hold it against.
If I had one wish for Dixie, I want her to be happy.
If I had one wish, I would want Dixie to be happy.
She's always been this way, but always I wish that she always helps the underdog.
What? What? You know, it's a sweet ending. I was gonna say, if all of them ended up saying, I just wanted to be happy, I'd be like, that's, you know what, that's sweet. At the end of the day, harmless video, but what? It wasn't that at all. It's like, I just want Dixie to be happy. I just wanted to, and I thought it would end like that, and the whole thing would just kind of be about the song. And it would be kind of sweet, you know? It's about just positivity. Not every song, not every piece of art has to have so much inner meaning to it. I get that. But then the mom ruined it.
If I had one wish, I would want Dixie to be happy.
She's always been this way, but always I wish that she
Don't say it.
helps the underdog.
What does that have to do with anything in the video? You know, back in 2018 and the Super Bowl, when it was the Eagles versus the Patriots, yeah, she was cheering for the Eagles. I just, I feel like there's another underlying problem at work here, is just, it doesn't feel like they have a personality. I don't know. Clearly there's something there because they have so many fans. But in the little videos that I've watched, and I have watched a couple of their videos, especially Charli D'Amelio's, where she's like, with my very special friends.
I have 5 very special friends.
Anyways, I don't know what this video was. It was just me trying to make fun of stuff that I see on YouTube. So if you have any more suggestions, please keep them coming in. I got a couple that kind of fuels me for the next few videos. But if you have something really funny that you want to see in a video, please send it my way. Thank you so much for watching this video. And, yeah.